The milk and half of that water. So that's half the water. That looks like
2.05.
all right. You never lied to me before. I don't think. Yeah, there is. Flour, yeast, salt, half the sugar. Okay, just eyeball roughly half the sugar. We don't want to put it all in right now because it can be a time later. Okay. It's a time for everything. Okay. Mix for 3 to 4 minutes on speed 1. Sort of a pre-development. As the dough starts to come together, I can add the salt. We're holding the sugar back. Now, why do you think we're holding the sugar back here? Some of the sugar. Well, it's true, there's still a lot of stuff, right? A lot of mixing to do, still, right? Like I said, by the time we're done here, we're never mixing, I mean, I haven't added it up in a while, but anyway, 15, 16, 17 minutes possibly of mixing time. Kind of like you guys are saying about the salt, maybe could interfere with gluten development. So can sugar. Also, sugar attracts moisture, right? It absorbs and wants to liquefy. And when we have too much sugar in an intensive mix like this, it fights with the yeast for hydration and the flour. Okay. So we want to make sure that that yeast gets fully hydrated, the flour gets fully hydrated. Hold back some of the sugar. Okay. So this is definitely an intensive mix. Read along because this is a fairly convoluted MOP. There's easier, simpler, more direct methods and formulas, but this brioche is really good. And I say don't mess with it, Even if it's kind of weird or complicated or seems like a lot of steps that may not really have a logical explanation. It's one of those things where you kind of don't mess with it, Later, you want to try another formula when you get out there, and one that's maybe a little more straightforward. Because there's brioches that use sponges and varying methods. Interesting. If you were to start comparing formulas, right? You might look at the croissant and compare the sugar content in the croissant. Because we said it kind of seemed like a lot of sugar in that croissant dough. It's actually a little bit more than the brioche, right? I think 13% in the croissant, 12% in the brioche. But still we're holding back, right? Because of the intensive mix. Speed 2 for 7 to 8 minutes. Now this is our development, our pre-development stage kind of. It's going to continue to develop. You want to watch it, make sure that dough doesn't climb up the hook too much. Pull it down whenever it starts to work its way up. Again, it's going to pretty frequently. So again, you've got the full MOP, you know, on your in your formula packet. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape it down. Yes. So you're only gonna have your plastic bowl scraper handy. If you can get that dough completely off the hook, get a little bit better. We got a few minutes to go still here. So again, intensive mix.
16.
When we finish with this dough, though, you're going to see extensibility demonstrated quite dramatically. So that's really kind of what I want you to see here. And why I'm not just having you go and start mixing. We got time, right? It's not a race.
That's the rest of the sugar.
So like that.
Medium size should be the topmost one.
Now we developed the gluten, and the sugar didn't interfere with that.
Just the builder, not the water. The builder.
Just in the butter. That sugar gets incorporated, we're going to go back to speed 2 and start throwing in the butter, little by little. No time right now until the butter gets incorporated. Now, with these full-quart bowls, you do have a space here. If you're careful, go ahead and feed it through the space. Just be real careful of your fingers, okay? It's real easy to not be paying attention and kind of go a little too aggressively, and I've seen fingers broken, and worse. So, you're a little
Has he
squeamish.
seen a hand ripped off?
You can stop the mixer and, throw it in and close it up again, but that's a lot of work.
A lot extra.
Now, you don't have to exactly wait, for each addition to get fully incorporated. Just starting to. Just going to kind of work around. You just don't want to dump it in all at once. And the theory here too is at the end of the whole process, our dough should be within that temperature range that we're looking for. Which is what in this case? Do we know? Anybody know? 76 to 78.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of butter, isn't it?
That's all love I heard.
Baker's percentage, 50%.
That's all love right there, Chef.
The rolling fat in comparison to the dough also about 30%. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to look.
Let me cut my nail.
Is he getting too long for fun?
This one. That's like weird.
Run her over.
Cut your nails tonight.
I mean, everything else is nice. Just that.
As soon as I get out of class, I have to bleach everything I own.
Hmm?
Do I get out of class, I have to bleach everything I own.
That'd be a good question.
I'm wearing the same
Question,
stuff.
what day of the year does
The same
the
stuff
final
coat.
fall on? I'm just thinking about. I'm still
The
thinking
same
about
day
that.
every year.
Yeah.
This one I refuse to wear for chocolate, so it would stay
Who's
nice.
buried in grains too?
See that I stopped making chocolate and stuff.
Your statue is in the Lincoln Memorial.
Thank you, thank you.
All my butter's in. I'm just waiting for it to incorporate. Starting to climb up. I definitely want to get that dough down because there's no butter in there, yeah? No, we need to get it down.
Town.
Get it down.
Be humble.
Get it off the hook if you can, or else that same piece of dough is going to climb up. So get it completely off the hook. Oops. It's off the hook. You're off the hook. You're all off the hook. Now we're basically going to keep this on speed 2 until the butter's fully incorporated and the dough cleans up.
Cleans up off the boat.
It will, yeah. And you're going to look, at some point you're going to be looking in there and saying, there's no way. There's too much butter in there. There's too much fat. Look at it right now.
Yeah.
And you should come and look at it right now. Yeah. And you might think that there's really no way that dough is ever going to completely clean up. But if you give it enough time, it will.
Oh yeah, no, that's messy.
But you gotta keep scraping down, you gotta keep pulling it off the hook.
Bowls are messy.
Or I got it.
The other muscles. You the other muscles.
My daughter had a little piano recital yesterday. It was very cute. A 9-year-old. And it's flash zone. It really wants to climb it. At this point, it's going to be very annoying. But you just got to deal with it. Thank you.
Gotta be stepping in that.
I told my son just turned 18 too, yeah?
Yeah.
18, 16, and 9. And a little one. I go out sometimes, and people say, oh, your granddaughter is so cute.
Did they get your height? Did they get your height?
Oh, that's exciting.
You get me what?
Did they get your height?
My son doing pretty well. Yeah, he's probably 6'2" now, and still growing, I think. I think my youngest one is going to be tall too. She's like all legs. She's finally starting to grow. She's all of leg. I kind of got a late start with the kids, yeah. Yes. And I recommend it. Take your time, yeah, with all that stuff. Don't get in such a hurry. I get married till I was 38.
Well, I want to get married in my 20s, but okay.
I was almost 50.
How old are you, 19?
Yeah, I was not
20. I went on 20. I was like, this is just like late 20s. 28, I think is a good age.
Is that
30-something.
I give my life to
Knock your eye out.
I could. I'm not having that until I'm in my 40s. I don't have them
That's
like
the
right
time
after
when this is the time when you're all
marriage.
supposed to do the math and go, shit, you're not that old.
You're not that
Too late. Okay, so let's start watching this dough.
It's because I was so intrigued by that.
Really important. Now you're going to be looking at the bottom here, and you're still you might be thinking, there's no way this dough is going to clean up. But you're going to see it now. If you stand here long enough and look at this bowl long enough, you're going to see it kind of start to pull up and clean, but then it's going to go back out again. Then it's going to pull back up, then it's going to go back out again. So as long as we're at that point, see, it's pretty clean right now, isn't it?
So when do you know when to stop? If it just keeps going back and forth?
Well, at some point it'll stop not going back so much.
Oh.
But if you're at that point, if you're close to that point where it is having moments of cleanliness, we're doing this is for temperature modulation of the dough. Want to make sure that the dough is a nice temperature and it didn't overheat. And then just let it go until it incorporates. This is also a point in time where you could add inclusions. Like maybe the next time we do this, we'll use the dough and make like a panettone or like a holiday bread. You know, the panettone, that Italian bread with the candied fruits that you get around holiday time. Huh?
My grandma
Yeah,
ate that.
yeah. But we'll probably just do it with our brioche dough. But you can add raisins, dried fruits, nuts, chocolate chips,
Chocolate chips.
lots of
Eat
stuff.
chocolate no more.
My favorite one is actually chocolate chips with dried cherries. Oh man.
I can't eat that.